In this video, I am going to show you how to master your assumptions and explain why this is an essential component when it comes to practicing the law of assumption. If we want to master our lives, we have to master our assumptions. Why should we care about mastering our assumptions in the first place? Let me explain. According to Neville, our life is determined by our assumptions. We need to recognize that we are either in control of our assumptions or our assumptions are controlling us. You can think of uncontrolled assumptions as wild little minions. If these assumptions are negative, if they are not serving us, Houston, we have a problem. We cannot have random negative little assumptions ruin our lives, basically. Well, maybe not ruin our lives, but not allow us to live a life of alignment, a life that we truly want and deserve. This is our house. We are the big bad boss. We are the CEO. We are the master of our mind. At least we should be. How can we master our assumptions? 1, we must create a mental image of our desires as well as the person we want to be. 2, we need to feel as if we are in this present moment our ideal self, our dream person. Feel all of those good and positive feelings as if they were a reality now. Neville states that the key to freedom and happiness is the master of our assumptions. Everyone's ideal reality is going to look very different. You have to be true to yourself, be true to your heart, and that is the best thing to do. It's important to note that you are only limited by your uncontrolled imagination, aka assumptions, and a lack of feeling of the wish fulfilled. Mastering our assumptions is about claiming back our power. This is about getting control of our mind and imagination. Think of any area of your life in which you are not satisfied. This is a really great start because it shows you that you need to create new assumptions. You need to master your assumptions in these areas. And this can start by releasing old negative assumptions, which of course is going to happen once you gain awareness about what is not working for you. We also have to realize that we didn't get to choose a lot of our assumptions, countless assumptions. As very young children and kids, we couldn't consciously choose what to believe. We took on the assumptions that were handed to us essentially by our parents, our family, our caretakers, our grandparents. The list goes on and on. A lot of us, we more than likely picked up a lot of negative and limiting assumptions and beliefs. This runs very, very deep. So as you are gaining awareness of your assumptions, please be kind to yourself. Please be compassionate and patient. Today, however, it is all about taking responsibility and showing ourselves that we are able to take our lives to the next level, to change from the inside out. The law of assumption and mastering our assumptions really comes down to self-discipline. And as we practice this, it will become more effortless and more second nature. It's a lifestyle essentially. Unless you are some next level enlightened Buddha status person or you have that kind of mentality, then my friends, this is going to take some work, but it is well worth it because we are investing in ourselves and we are investing in our dreams and who we aspire to be. If you're learning a new game, you need to learn the rules and then you need to actually practice. You have to play the game to then master the game. This applies to the law of assumption. Remember, if we have hot mess assumptions, we are going to have a hot mess life. At least this was my experience. You know that expression, happy wife, happy life? Well, in this case, you can think of it as happy assumptions, happy life. That's way too basic, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say there. Positive assumptions, positive life. Beautiful assumptions, beautiful life. I think, oh my God, okay. Sorry guys, an airplane is, of course, flying over my home. This is fun. When thoughts and feelings are actually working with one another and not contradicting each other, they are like powerful magnets, frankly. Because I know in the past, I would consciously think about the future I wanted, and I was very clear about the image. But let me tell you something, my feelings totally like a 180 situation where I didn't feel good, I didn't feel positive. If I'm honest, I subconsciously felt like that wasn't a possibility for me. So you can imagine the law of assumption, it was not going to work for me. Mastering our assumptions is about self mastery on a mental and emotional level. This is a lot easier said than done. So, this is why Neville emphasizes that we need to have constant attention on our vision, on our dreams, and also assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled.